Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the MCU version of Doctor Strange and why he might be more powerful than we think he is.
Mr. Strange.
Doctor, actually.
Well, no, not anymore, surely. I know how to reorient the spirit to better heal the body.
I do not believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief. You think you see through me, do you? Well, you don't. But I see through you! What did you just do to me?
I pushed your astral form out of your physical form.
What's in that tea?
You have such a capacity for goodness. Open your eyes.
Doctor Strange has had 4 appearances in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far: his own solo movie Doctor Strange, the final installment of Thor's trilogy Ragnarok, and the last 2 Avengers films, Infinity War and Endgame. And this guy is hella powerful, maybe even the strongest Avenger.
Strongest Avenger?
Access denied.
Yeah, I said it, Thor.
What?
He's gone up against many powerful foes like Caecilius, Dormammu, Thanos, and even some ordinary thugs. Alright, maybe that last one's not as impressive as I thought, but still. Strange's confrontation with Thanos was one of my personal favourite scenes from Infinity War. He lasted the longest against him over any hero when all he was trying to do was stall him and set his plans in motion. Not to mention that Thanos had to use all 4 Infinity Stones to finally defeat him. Here's how the fight went down. After the team's plan to restrain Thanos and remove the gauntlet fails, Strange decides to take on the Mad Titan himself, unleashing his 7 sons of Cinnabus, destroying the rock that Thanos was on. Then Thanos jumps into the air and unleashes a beam from the Power Stone, which Strange counters with the gateway to the mirror dimension, which he then sends his way. Thanos shatters the mirror dimension into shards of glass using the Power Stone again, and then compresses it into a hole with the Space Stone and throws it at Strange, who blocks it with the Shield of Seraphim, and then transmutes it into butterflies, leaving even Thanos confused. Strange then goes on the attack, surrounding Thanos in a hemisphere with his images of Icon, and latches onto his arms with the crimson bands of Sitarak, momentarily preventing him from using the gauntlet. He eventually does and breaks out using the Power Stone and locates Strange's astral form with the Soul Stone, doing away with the duplicates. He then closes the gap between the 2 of them with the Reality Stone while using the Space Stone to hold him in place so that he can't cast any more spells, and then chucks him aside. Here's the battle in his full glory.
Tricks, wizard. Yet you never once used your greatest weapon. A fake.
Now, it's not entirely clear what this hole is. It could be a portal to space, or maybe a black hole. The evidences supporting it being a black hole are that it was beginning to suck up the ground beneath it, and the fact that it's a whole dimension squeezed into a singular point. You could ask why the planet wasn't destroyed by its gravitational pull, but we don't really know how big Titan is or what it's composed of, so it's not a fair comparison, but I could be wrong. Let's assume that it is a black hole. How potent would such a singularity be, and therefore how strong would Doctor Strange's shields have to be to defend against such an attack? Let's start off with size. The best way to figure out the size of this black hole is by comparing it to Doctor Strange. Right before Strange blocks the attack, we get a close-up shot of the hole right in front of Strange. We can compare the diameter of the black hole to Doctor Strange's head, so let's figure out the size of Benedict Cumberbatch's head before anything else. The poster for Doctor Strange's 2016 solo movie provides us with a full-body shot of him. In that picture, Strange's full height is 1320 pixels, whereas his head is only 205 pixels. This would mean that Strange's full body is 6.4 times the length of his head. Dividing Benedict Cumberbatch's real-life height of 1.83 meters by this value will tell us that his head has a length of 28.4 centimeters. Now let's go back to the shot of Doctor Strange defending against the black hole. In this scene, the size of the black hole is 133 pixels, whereas Strange's head is 112.5 pixels, making the hole 1.2 times bigger than his head. Multiplying this by the size of Benedict Cumberbatch's head tells us that the black hole is 33.6 centimeters in diameter. Dividing this by 2 will tell us the Schwarzchild radius of the hole, which is the distance from the infinitesimally small singularity to the event horizon, the point at which the escape velocity is equal to the speed of light, 299,792,458 meters per second. 33.6 divided by 2 is 16.8, making that our Schwarzchild radius. The formula for calculating the Schwarzchild radius of a particular black hole is 2 times the universal gravitational constant g multiplied by the mass or divided by the speed of light c squared. G has a value of 6.67408 times 10 to the minus 11 meters cubed per kilogram second squared, and I've already stated the value of c. In this case we have the radius but we don't have the mass, so if we multiply the radius by c squared and then divide it all by 2g, then we can find the mass of the said black hole, which comes out to be 113 septillion kilograms, or 125 sextillion tons. To put that into perspective, Neptune only has a mass of 102 septillion kilograms, making this black hole 1.1 times more massive. One of the problems with micro black holes is that they would evaporate very quickly due to something called Hawking radiation. This is black body radiation that reduces the mass and energy of a black hole due to quantum effects near the event horizon, named after Stephen Hawking. If I had to guess, I'd say Thanos prevents this from happening by using the space stone to hold all the energy in place, not allowing any of it to escape, because otherwise the black hole would have ceased to exist by the time it reached Strange. Now that we have the mass of the black hole, we can figure out its energy level by multiplying it by c squared again. This will tell us the value of its mass energy, which turns out to be a whopping 10 to the 43 joules, or 2,430 tenatons of TNT. That's 1/5 of the energy of all the gamma rays in a typical gamma ray burst, the brightest electromagnetic events that occur in the universe. This would mean that the black hole Strange counted would have the potential to destroy not only a main sequence star like our Sun, but a large blue supergiant star like Rigel, and Doctor Strange was barely fazed by that. It's highly questionable whether any hero could get through Strange's defenses, maybe Thor with Stormbreaker or Captain Marvel through sheer speed, but even then, that shield wasn't damaged in the slightest. I wouldn't be surprised if they could protect him against planetary system level attacks. But the main question is, how many butterflies did Strange turn this black hole into? Well, that's a very important question. If we assume that the butterflies are the same as the one he saw in his solo film, the Monarch butterfly, except just green versions, then each of those butterflies would have a weight of half a gram, according to journeynorth.org. We already calculated the mass of the black hole at 113 septillion kilograms, so if we divide these two values we get this, 226 octillion. Now, that's a lot of butterflies. Seems like Strange likes his butterflies more than Thanos likes his bubbles. Anyway, that's why I believe Doctor Strange is more powerful than most people think he is. He should have the ability to easily counter a black hole that could destroy a large star and then turn it into over 200 octillion butterflies. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like it and comment your thoughts down below, whether you agree or disagree with me. If you want to keep up with my social media, then you can follow my Instagram account at comic.book.myths. Feel free to DM me for future video ideas. That's it from me, and I'll catch you guys later.
Temporal manipulations can create branches in time. Unstable dimensional openings. Spatial paradoxes. Time loop.
With its master gone, it needs another. Master Strange.
You want to get stuck reliving the same moment over and over forever?
Not Master Strange, not Mr. Strange, Doctor Strange.
Dormammu, I come to bargain. Dormammu, Dormammu, Dormammu! This is time. Endless loop time. Everyone on Earth will live.
Means no friend.